Yes, so I'm Claire. I'll just sort of outline a little bit about myself first before I carry on. But before I do, I need to apologise for the backdrop. Um, it's just my cupboard. It's a total mess. So apologies. Um, so I've been in teaching for 25 years. I've obviously started out as an English teacher, and then I became assistant head of department. And then in the olden days, I was in charge of something called gifted and talented, which is a blast from the past. I then became head of English and then executive head of English over a multi-academy trust and literacy coordinator over the two. Then I became assistant head teacher for teaching and learning, and then acting deputy head. And of course, the next natural step from there, where I am now, is I've moved to the Lake District to enjoy life more. So I've actually gone to being a classroom teacher again and literacy coordinator. And so I'm starting my reading journey all over again in the Lake District, and it's beautiful. So that's where I am. So I'm just going to share my screen. I can work out how to do this. Oh, see, it's not working now. Sorry. Oh, where's it gone? It's gone. Sorry, just give me a sec.
While you're doing that, Claire, I'm just saying I also didn't share the Lake District bit because I thought we'd all be really, really envious. But I know most of the schools around the country. But what I wouldn't give to be in the Lake District now is
well, the weather's not that great. I don't know why this is not working, but it's not working. Right, hang on. Isn't it typical that we did this a second ago and now it isn't working? Why is the window not there? I don't know.
Claire, I don't know, do you want to send it to Meredith and Meredith can share it and then you can do a Chris Whitty next slide.
So if it does come up, you will tell me, won't you, if it does come up? I can't. Oh, hang on. Oh, I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay, I've done it. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, it's there.
Right, fab. Okay, so I know that many webinars start with the idea of, highlighting the problems about reading. Well, you already know what they are. Kids don't read, and that's the problem. And then a lot of webinars move on to sharing data with you from, the EEF and various university research bodies. And of course, again, you know it. You know what the statistics are. You know that COVID has had a massive impact. So I'm not going to start with that because I am a massive super fan of people like Alex Quigley, Matt Bromley, Mary Meyer. I've read everything they've written. Well, everything, maybe not, but most of what they've written, I've listened to most of what they've said. I am a big fan of their work, but I am not here tonight talking to you as one of them. I am here talking to you as one of you because I am you. I'm an English teacher in a school trying to do something about reading. Now, I always find when I read, Alex's books, which are amazing and brilliantly highlight the problem and, give you lots of things to go to the head teacher and talk about and certain ideas. What I want to do is talk to you about how I took that book and many others besides it and started to do something sort of in school, on the ground, on the front line, and what I did and sort of, where I took it. The only thing I want to sort of share with you that's along those lines that I've just mentioned is this one. This is, for me, the whole reason for why do we read? For me, it's because literacy comes from within, not from without. It doesn't come. You don't learn how to use an apostrophe by doing 10 worksheets on apostrophes. You don't learn how to use a comma by listening to a teacher talk about the rules of a comma. You don't learn how to spell properly. You don't learn any of those things by being in a lesson. You learn them from books. And I think, and these things don't sit well with head teachers because they are the hidden benefits. They are unquantifiable. They're not tangible data, and so they don't sit well. But if you intend to improve results, if you intend to improve children's life chances through improving their literacy, they just have to read. And of course, as we all know, they don't want to. But for me, the idea of internalizing literacy is the whole reason I started where I did. So my priorities, of course, when I arrived at a school where the head teacher, in my first week there, I was head of English, and the head teacher said, I'm going to close the library and get rid of all the books and just put computers in the room. And I stopped him dead in his tracks on the corridor and said, please don't do that. Give me a year. He said, children don't read books. That is a totally wasted room, a wasted space. And we need to use it for other things. So I asked him to give me a year to prove that children read, or to prove that I could make them read or get them to read.